Dyer's Daily.
And so it begins. I'm a Celebrity, Get Me Out of Here, 2020, Series 20, and tonight the first episode aired. And here is my reaction to it. Well, we always knew that it was going to be a different show this year because, well, the big giveaway is that they're no longer in Australia due to COVID restrictions. They're now in North Wales in a castle. I won't pronounce the name. I think Dec did a very good job of pronouncing it for us. So thank you, Dec. And, well, what do I think? Well, this first episode is always pretty much the same, isn't it? We meet the celebrities. We met the 10 celebrities, of whom I've already spoken about in the previous podcast, and they, half of them went down a mountain. Now, I know that probably the biggest thing here is obviously the Jordan North situation. The fact that he was frightened about abseiling down this mountain. And I do feel for him because I would feel the same way. I'm not quite sure that showing him vomiting was quite the right thing to do editorially, but maybe, it really showed his fear. And that is what that show has always been about. It's always been about fear. That's why they show you doing things like that. That's why they used to jump out of helicopters with people screaming. It's why there are animals in the trials. And well done to Jordan North for facing that fear, and Mo Farah, Olympic legend, for talking him down as well. And it's a very interesting bunch this year. They're already getting on extremely well, but time will tell as to whether that happens, because, whether that continues, because this year it is much more difficult. Ant and Dec explaining all the different changes that are now there, the fact that they have to do all that stuff in the castle, which, by the way, is looking very gloomy, and I'm loving that difference. It looks very wintry, and I'm loving all the little subtle changes in the music and some of the vibe that is completely different from previous years. It almost feels like a different show with a touch of normality and familiarity as well. And last thing I should say here really about the trial. I was slightly disappointed with the trial because I was under the impression that they weren't going to use bugs this year, but maybe that was just optimism, really. It was funny anyway, because the whole thing, was pure I'm a Celebrity. Seeing them all locked up in those booths, trying to get those stars through the thing, and Mo Farah at the end, and seeing kind of their meals in jeopardy, and then in the end, after the trial, and seeing their reaction to bugs in various places, which, by the way, Victoria had a fantastic reaction to this stuff. We got to see them eating rabbit, which stays close to the localness of it. So who do I think is going to win at this stage? Well, to be honest, I think it's a little bit too early to say, but I do think that there are some possible contenders. At the moment, the person possibly doing most of the trials because of his reactions over the past episode, it's probably going to be Jordan North from now on, unless something else happens. Perhaps even Shane Ritchie, because he kind of laughs and jokes at everything. That's what he normally does. Maybe Vernon Kay, maybe Victoria Derbyshire. Holly Arnold's been extremely sweet, which I've enjoyed. It's a nice little mixture of personalities, and I very much look forward to seeing where the show goes this year, because it's going to be different.
Dyer's Daily.
Thank you for listening to this episode of Dyer's Daily with me, Jamie Dyer. Please remember to rate, comment and subscribe on your favourite podcast provider. Also, check out me on social media. You can tweet at JamieDyer89 on Twitter or facebook.com/JamieDyer89 and like my page on there. Also, check me out on YouTube. Just type in Dyer's Daily and you'll find me. Bye-bye for now.